Margin is huge for tonight, AJ, as both teams historically do a good job taking care of the ball, but also like to force turnovers. Definitely something.
See if SU can get Heimbrodt on track here from a field goal shooting standpoint. He draws the double team. And off the fake, the three-point miss from Yunseok Yo. Seattle U rich in California connections, led by their head coach, Chris Victor, a California native. Going up against San Diego, led by San Francisco native Steve Lavin. As Yo leans in, San Diego is looking for a clear out, no call. Seattle U up by 12.
And it's a good sign when Yunseok Yo attacks the basket. At times, he'll settle as well for his jump shot. And we talked about USD. Steve Lavin hoping to get to the under 8 media timeout here without this lead growing anymore. If you're USD, you really need a stop and a bucket prior to the timeout. The baseline runner action that Cameron Tyson scored about 1 million points off.
Yo turned the corner, couldn't get the layup. Say who's the culprit of less comfortable chairs.
What we haven't seen in college yet, though, is the booster seat that we see a lot of the NBA guys sit on, you know, like when LeBron needs his as soon as he gets out. I'm glad that hasn't made its way down.
Or Phil Jackson from the coaching standpoint as Yunseok Yo knocks down the three.
Yeah, and Seattle U, who we talked in the country, let alone the WCC, so not having him in has obviously hurt Seattle U in terms of finding an offensive flow.
A near turnover, but Heimbrodt controlled it. Off the fake, Yunseok Yo, body control in the air, missed the lefty push shot. Shot clock ticking down. Moore misses the three. Good rebound there from Felder. Good ball movement. Wide open three. John Christopoulos is good.
Between game, he's able to get his shot off before that help gets there, which is a pretty unique quality.
He can attack a defense in so many ways. You said he's averaging 19 points per game in conference play. He's also averaging 8 assists. It is the second personal on Gorosito.
Friendly bounce there. Come down and shoot it right away. Then you know it's likely Seattle U ends up with the second possession. Steve Lavin also has his timeout, you know, that won't carry over to the second half if he wants to kind of play the Wake Forest and started a handful of games.
Got the lead down to 9 points. Again, it was as much as 15. Seattle U beats the press, and they call Yo for the travel. He's arguing that he actually held that pivot foot, but that's not what the officials say.
And Chris Victor.
Johnson definitely touched it. Maldonado, NBA lane three. The miss, Yo offensive rebound. He's blocked by Johnson. Heaves it from midcourt. He had more time than that, didn't realize it. Still put up 7-point lead plus the ball for Seattle U.
Yo wanting to post up as the double comes there.
Oh, another dunk. And that time a double clutching dunk by Brock Felder. That was an impressive finish. Offensive rebound, and a foul is called.
The bucket for Steve Lavin's crew.
Arrington couldn't connect, and it's a turnover. At one point, it was a 14-0 Seattle U run to go up by 15. Now it's a 1-point game. Yunseok Yo, that is short. Rebound Moore.
It's a rebound too, but it's not a strength of Seattle U's, as every time a shot goes up, there's no second chance opportunities as we see Johnson draw the foul.
And that foul takes us to a timeout with 11.5 remaining.
Because if you look at points off turnovers and second chance points combined, USD 17, Seattle U 5, so plus 12 for the Toreros. As we see Seattle U finally do a great job attacking the zone there out of the timeout. Yunseok Yo getting the and one. And one thing I was looking at, AJ, you know, USD's been in a zone and that's where their defense has been really good in this half. They aren't really sending anybody to the glass, and zone's a great opportunity to offensive rebound. So Seattle U only 2 offensive.
Now they finally do and have a numbers advantage. Up high, Moore blocks Yo, but is called for the foul. And hopefully Yunseok Yo is okay. He's down there underneath the hoop, shaking things out.
And Timor Jr., the leading shot blocker for USD on the season. It'd be interesting to see a replay there. He felt like he got it clean.
We're going to see one.
From my angle, that hand, at that point, kind of the hand's a little bit part of the ball. Yojun석 Yo getting the friendly bounce and trying to turn around Seattle U's free throw struggle.
And Yo, who is at 64%, safely under the jinx territory, makes 2 for 2.
Pass if they can.
It's a 3-on-1 with Moore back there falling for the fake, and Yojun석 Yo takes advantage.
Nice adjustment. Yo, who got met at the rim by Moore previously, elects to play off 2. The box score is a block, but Will Heimbrodt forced that with his urgency and length on the closeout.
Yojun석 Yo pours in 3 more.
Steve Lavin wanting a timeout, but he cannot call the timeout until the last 2 minutes. He's talking to the officials. It has to. Sorry to interrupt, AJ. So you got to go. You got to go. Nice job by Joe Murphy.
Yeah, when the ball goes out of bounds, it doesn't reset. That 10-second violation. As Yo with the left hand.
I would like to have seen him play off 2 feet again and even shot fake like we saw in the last one.
Johnson quickly the other way. Can't scoop it in. Good physical rebound from Yo.
Not sure why he was able to. Oh, no, it was after a make off the turnover. I stand corrected. I was incorrect. The officials were right on that.
Nearly a turnover again. The diving save from Ford. Then Maldonado is hit. And we hope he's all right.
The press on.
Ahead of that pressure, Maldonado lobs it for Maurer. I think they're now going to realize they should try and just hold it. Still some pressure, and by the way, this is a great opportunity as Yojun석 Yo is fouled. He now leads the team in scoring tonight with 17. He's come on really strong in the second half.
And he's been up and down this season. It's his first year after 6 threes at St. Mary's, scoring 24 points. But he's also kind of had some 5 or 6 point games. So if Chris Victor can had early in WCC play.
Another opportunity for him to play against his former team coming up on Saturday in Climate Pledge Arena. Do it, but not quite. Off the fake, Ford missed the layup. San Diego is not going to stop playing. As 11-point margin, San Diego couldn't buy a layup. Seattle U, that's the type of defense they've played all night. Credit to the Red Hawks. Their first win in the calendar year. Great in preparation for Gonzaga on Saturday.
Chris Victor and Steve Lavin having a conversation.